Hello guys, I am here with you in another spoken English lecture which is about how to apologize. Now, as you know, being human, we make a lot of mistakes in our daily life, sometimes deliberately and sometimes accidentally. But when we regret those mistakes, we want to apologize for these. We want to say sorry about these mistakes. But the phrase I am sorry is very common in our daily life. We say sorry all of the time. If you try to remember about the whole day, you'll remember that you say sorry about all the little and big mistakes, and sometimes people may think that you're not being serious about it because the word sorry has become so common in our life that people may not take it seriously and they don't feel it convincing to of your apology. So there are some other phrases, some other words that you can say instead of sorry when you're actually being serious about your mistake. Now, some of the phrases or some of the words you can use when you have made a little minor mistake that has not caused a lot of problem but may hurt someone's feeling or may hurt him a little, or maybe it was not a big deal but you still want to apologize for it. You can use these phrases. For example, you can say my mistake. On your mistake, you have done accidentally or deliberately, you've done something bad. Now you want to say sorry for it. You just have to own your mistake. Just say my apologies, my bad, ow, my bad, my mistake. You can say phrases, own up you can own up to it, and they will sincerely feel it and maybe they will forgive you. Now, if you bump into someone on your way and he falls, you can say my bad. Now it's not a very big deal, so you just have to say these few words which are not very formal, but just for some minor mistakes that don't cause someone very much. But if you bump into someone and he falls in front of the car and he died, now you don't can't say my bad for that. No, it's a very serious matter. You can't just say my mistake or apologies, I apologize, my bad. These are the phrases for some common incidents which are not very important in our life. Now, if you have done something, more sincere, something more big of a deal that can cause you a little much of problem, to some financial loss or something like that, you may have hurt someone's feelings. You would like to say some other phrases like, if you have hurt someone, if you were late for your class, or if you hurt someone's feeling by saying something very bad, you didn't mean to say it, you can say I owe you an apologize, or you can say I want to apologize. Now, if for example you forget to invite one of your best friends on your wedding, now you can't just say that my bad, I forgot to invite you, but it's a big deal. You have to own it. You have to apologize for it. So you have to say I owe you an apology, I want to apologize. But these phrases require some kind of explanation for for what are you apologizing, or what was the reason that you made that mistake. So if you forget to invite your friend, you say like that, I owe you an apology for not inviting you in my wedding. Or you can say I want to apologize for not inviting you in my marriage. Now, if your brother or someone else made a mistake and you feel embarrassed about it, you want to apologize for that, you can say I want to apologize for my brother's mistake, or I want to apologize for my friend's behavior. You can say phrases like that also. If it's not a big deal, you can say my bad or something like that. But if it's important that you owe him an apology, then you will use phrases like this. Now, if we take this a step further, and if you have made a very big mistake, you miss your exams, you miss a meeting, you forget to do a very important work for your office that could cause a financial loss or some other problems like that, you actually hurt someone very bad, then you will have to be more specific about your mistake. Then you will have to be more formal about your mistakes, because it is a very big deal. You can't hurt someone just and say, oh, I did it, sorry, my mistake. You have to be more formal about your apology so that they own up to it. They may forgive you for this. So you can say that I sincerely apologize. Now you have to use one of these phrases in next to this sentence, that I sincerely apologize for my behavior, or I sincerely apologize for my actions, or I sincerely apologize for the trouble that I have caused. Or you can say something like, I take full responsibility for my actions, or I take full responsibility for the trouble that I have caused, or I take full responsibility for my behavior. Now, this is a very formal apology when you have done something very serious. And for example, if you have insulted your teacher and you were supposed to write a written apology, you have to use some of these phrases that I take full responsibility, and you have to explain your mistake, or you have to apologize in a better way, like that. You can say that I am embarrassed about, or I am ashamed of. I'm ashamed of my behavior. I'm embarrassed about the things I have done. These are very serious kind of apologies for very serious mistakes. You can use it for one of your friends or for one of your brothers that they have made a mistake and you want to apologize for them. You can still use this. If they are pretty big mistakes they made, you can say that I am embarrassed about what my brother had done, or I am ashamed of my friend's behavior. I'm ashamed of the way he talked to you, and I'm ashamed of the way he insulted you. You can use phrases like that. You have to explain what they have done, and you have to say sorry. And and I have explained you a lot of ways to apologize for a lot of different contexts and for from a lot of different peoples. Now, if the mistake is very big, you have to take a formal apology. But if the mistake is not a very big deal, it's just a little, a humanly mistake that anyone can make indeliberately, or maybe in some hurriedness or something like that, or carefulness, or being uncareful. So you can just say, I'm sorry, or my bad, or I own up to it. You can say, just say the word of apologies, so they will forgive you for that. It's not a very big deal. But sometimes apologizing may take time. If you have done a very very bad thing to someone and he's really hurt about it, then you have to say sorry, maybe more than once. You have to do something to work up for it. You have to wait for them to forgive you. It's kind of human nature. So I've told you the ways to say how you can say sorry, but if you are forgiven or not, it depends on how sincere you are about your apology. It should be explained with your actions. So please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. And if you want something else to learn, please share your video and suggest me in your comments. Thank you.